Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video with King Sloth. We're going to aim for 5 likes on this video, and the video today, as you can see by the title, is how to find your job role in the British Army. I'm going to talk through how I decided it, well, how I decided how to do my role, probably the easiest way to find your role, and also the fastest way to get yourself into the army. First thing I'm going to talk about my way and the way of my thinking to pick my role. The idea I had was I'm not going to do a whole life service. By that I mean I'm not going to do the 22 years. I'm going to be doing this while still getting my education up, while still getting all my qualifications, different experiences, saving up money while I'm here. Because obviously, if you're married, you get cheaper rent. If you're in the block as a single lad or single girl, you pay like, I think it works out like 20 to, I think like a max like £40 a month to live in a room. That includes your water. You have to pay extra for Wi-Fi, but even that's pretty cheap, really. So you can save up a stupid amount of money. There's a lot of people I know who are single in the army who make a lot of money and they're just saving up. Literally, they're like, I'll do 10 years, easy. I've got enough money to put down a massive deposit on my house. It's a no-brainer. But in my head, the way I decided how to pick a role was to not decide what I was going to do in the army, what I was going to do out of the army. I've always been interested in the cyber side, the coding, the technology, the networking. And I thought to myself, do you know what? That seems to be where the world is going nowadays. That seems to be what is progressing more and more. Oh no, my internet speed's slow. I don't help me out. A new website pops up. That's all coding. How to get set up, coding. I'm really interested in that sort of thing. So I thought to myself, do you know what? Let's have a look see what I can find. So actually, I searched. I think it was networking jobs, British Army, and literally came up with obviously the Royal Signals, which is what I'm in. And then I just found the job. It was communication systems engineer. The time now, I believe I can't remember what it's actually called now. It changed, and because of COVID I haven't been worked to actually remember what it's actually called. I think it's information systems technician, I believe that's what it's called now. I can't remember, but in my head I was using the army as a stepping stone for future career out of the army. So my personal advice to how to pick a job role is to pick a job in the army that you want to do out of it. So don't just be like, I'm going to go in the army, I'm going to go do infantry, and then I'm going to come out and want to do like manufacturing, or you want to do teaching or something like that. Unless you're willing to do that education in your own time, it's going to be a lot harder. Whereas if you pick this job, like me, I've been offered jobs already to work with networking and trunking and different areas like that, and they haven't really asked me for any civic quals or anything. They're just like, well, you know how to do it. And I've spoken to them, answered a few questions that they've gave me, answered them correctly, and they're like, well, you know what you're talking about. So pick a job you want to do in the army as well as out of the army afterwards once you finish your service. Now, I think a lot of people here are probably looking for the fastest way to get into the army, to pick your role, the fastest role to get. The easiest way of saying to do this is to search priority roles on the British Army Role Finder. You'll find stuff like your nurses, your guardsmen, I think it's radio technicians seems to be quite a lot of that. Like your radiologists, your medics. There's loads of different priority roles, and those get pushed through the recruitment system faster. That's like statistically proven. If you apply for one of them jobs, it's faster to get through. They'll be like, okay, we need them in. We need to keep going. And they'll put you through faster and faster and faster. So if you pick a priority role, say if you need it like dramatic, like you need to get in, and say you're gonna do full service, you're gonna do your whole 22 years, and you're not too fussed about what job you want to do, I would recommend checking out the priority roles. If I myself was struggling, say if I was in Civvy Street and I knew I was gonna be out of work, like in the next couple of months, I would apply straight. I would literally go on the British Army website, go into Role Finder, click priority jobs, scroll down, and just pick one. In my head, this might not make sense to you, but pick one that will make you the most money out on Civvy Street. So I get you going from Civvy Street into the military to then think about going back into Civvy Street. But you got to think, a lot of people still like to recruit soldiers. They still like to recruit them. So think about what you're doing before you join. You have to think about what you're going to do when you leave. To me, that makes complete sense, and that's probably the best way. The best way of doing it is to think about not what you're doing in, is to think what you're going to do out. Because even people do 20 years, you could join the army at, say at 18, 22 years, say 20. Do you know what I mean? There's no age. You could retire at 40. Yeah, you could retire at 40. You could do full service. That would be madness, wouldn't it? That would be absolute madness. You could retire at 40, do 20 years, and be done. And then you could be like, oh, what do I do now? But in reality, if you've done 22 years in a job which you could jump in straight away, be the highest properly educated in that role, you'd be one of the best. You'd be a really good applicant. But anyway, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. Remember, it is 5 like target for this video. If you want to see more video logs like this, I get it's in, like, I'm sat in my car recording the video, but my house is a bit manic at the minute. The kids are at home, obviously because of COVID. I'm literally sat in a car park waiting to do a bit of shopping. And I thought, you know what, I might as well make a video while I'm here. But anyway, 5 likes. It's been King Sloth. Press the notification bell. Should be down there, I believe. Down there. And I'll see you all tomorrow on the live stream. Let's get it.